So in the last episode of shop building, we did all the cement work, we got our stem walls done. Now we get to do the fun part of actually putting up a shop. Don't tell OSHA I'm not wearing a hard hat.
How are you, my guy?
Good. I see you have a giant bear with you.
Yeah, I know. I forgot it was there this morning, and then I was driving, and I was like, well, it's too late to put it back, so it's coming with.
What's his name?
I don't know.
What? Normal
I don't know.
bear.
He's never had a name. He just rides along with me.
You ready to be steel worker Willie?
Yeah. What are we still working?
What does it look like? It's going pretty smoothly.
Yep, we're getting there.
Now I understand why there's bolts in the pavement. It's premium.
As you can see, we got all the verticals stood up on the front. Chris just went to go get a thing that he has up at his shop that'll go on the skid steer forks and extend out 8 feet so that we can lift that cross member there up high enough to attach it to those to that assembly in the front. So that beam goes across between the two inner columns, and then once that's up, we can tie them all together so that when we go to put these giant main support rafters, or whatever you want to call them here, when we go to put those in, it won't be all floppy. So while they're going to do that, I'm getting these back little stubby sections on, because they're just a easy pick it up and move it situation. I guess we can twist it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal.
We're getting closer. Yep, yeah. Okay, I can probably get it now. Okay.
Stick the drift in there.
Stick the drift in there.
Yeah.
Let it fit.
What kind of a erectionator are you?
Yeah, you've been waiting to do that for a while, huh, Ethan?
Yup. You know it. Wibbly wobbly.
You look like one of those balance beam girls.
I look like a balance beam girl?
Yeah.
Like a slack line, except not slack, just wibbly from side to side. It's about all I could do to carry these posts up here. Not because they're heavy, because they're freaking hot from sitting in the sun. And it's one thing if you're just touching it like this, like not a bad thing, but when you have all the weight of it, whoo! Pressure makes the heat transfer quick. It's a toasty toaster.
I have a surprise for you guys that I'm super stoked for. We just got these premium hats in. Act fast because the premium shirts sold out in a day, and I'm sure these things are going to be going super quick. They're really comfortable to wear in the shop. Go check out grindhardplumbingco.com. Get yourself a premium hat.
Things coming together quick.
Yeah, for real. Action-packed day.
Yeah, we're not even a day in.
This is a premium drum kit. I might bring the recorder and some drumsticks and make a band over here.
Well, not bad for 6.5 hours of work today.
We're gonna be able to make a premium rope swing in here.
Sheesh. That will be premium.
Yeah!
We could do one from the loft, so you like go from the loft, because the loft will probably be from like here over-ish. And we could hang off of there. Whee!
That'd be so sick.
Also, dude, now you're gonna be able to like mob the drone around inside the shop.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much space you'll be able to like, because this one you can just like fly through it very delicately. In here you'll be able to go like,
Yeah, get crazy up
Wow.
in here. This is awesome.
It's crazy how fast it went together. Like,
yeah, I mean, this stuff's all just, it's like, you know, kind of like Legos, or more like an erector set actually.
Yeah.
Because those have bolts and nuts, you know.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like I time warped. I've been editing the first garage video all day, and then you just come outside and it's like way more
all
done.
the way
Oh,
down.
yeah. Most of it's, aside from some of the sheeting on the sides, it's all like pre-cut to length. Everything's all the bolt holes are already made for most of it. So yeah, we'll get, I mean, tomorrow it'll be another huge transformation. We're gonna put on the Eve extensions and then start running the purlins.
Will, you're gonna have to hit the roof of this like a jump.
Oh. Actually, here's the cool thing. We could totally do that in the winter because we could build up snow against the bottom here, and then you wouldn't go over the top because that's a freaking 20-foot drop. But the sides here, like that side, there's even a downhill. So we could totally, if there's enough snow buildup on the roof, we could snow bike off of it. It's premium. back at it this morning. We're getting in our, whatever the heck these pieces are called. Girts. That's what it says on the plan, a girt. Anyway, this section here has an X brace in it. You can see these, well, maybe you can't, but there's little slotted holes here. And there's a cable that runs from this side, the bottom to that side at the top, and the opposite, making a little X out of cables. So we're doing that first to get these ends all squared up, because once we get those in there, we can tighten them until it's nice and square, and then we'll start tying everything else together. So, and then we got the same thing going on in that center section of the roof, but like diagonally across the top of it. It's got two big X's. So we'll get all those cross braces and stuff in first, and then start putting the rest of these things on the roof, the purlins on the roof and the wall purlins, girts, whatever they are. These things. Yeah, actually the way that it went is better than it. Oh my.
Goes clear off to the left.
Right. It's a parallelogram. It isn't straight.
Yeah, right?
What the heck?
Oh, that one was up there.
All right, well, that's just, yeah. Well, today's not going quite as fast as yesterday because we got to get everything straightened up and aligned and whatnot. So you can see we got all the side girder thingies in here, but getting everything lined up has taken a while. So we got the X brace cables there, and then the end plates here, we put a string line down there and they were way off. So we had to spend some time getting them all lined up, but we got that pretty close now. So it should be going a little bit smoother now.
And this is a build your own shade job site.
It is a build your own shade job site. How is that not the size? I don't know. Big Doug. We call it Big Doug. Now it's really starting to look like a shop. Getting these Eve medals on. Hey, when I talk, this thing vibrates. Yo! Well, nice one, Asa. Do-si-do we go!
Round and round.
Yes. Yes, what?
Which way?
Well,
I guess it can only go one way.
it can only go one way.
Oh.
Unless we rotate 180. Well, we got our low side Eve struts, or Eve, whatever the heck they're called. I'm gonna give up trying to name everything. Anyway, we got those all on. We got this one on. We were gonna go straight up and put all these purlins across the top, but they overlap and share all of the holes on this end. So we're gonna go ahead and run all the ones that we can reach from ground level here. We're gonna go ahead and run all the way across, do those rows, and then we'll start stacking them up. it completely stops the wiggle. Don't worry, folks, this is 100% OSHA approved. That said, don't try this at home. This is an activity that requires extreme trust in your coworker. Set down. Yes.
Yeah, we should get Edwin and Will to do the next one.
Oh yeah, that'll go over well.
Edwin, Will, we love you guys.
Yeah. I say let's get it over the edge while we have plenty of overlap. Yep. Less risk of droppage. And then scoot your way. Scoopsy boopsy. Ow! That felt good. Chris calls this thing a spud wrench. I don't know if that's its official term, but I call it Studly Spudly.
I like it.
Got a tapered end for aligning holes, and then it's a ratchet on the other end. Oh good, this flange is severely bent.
Nice. Beam wrench?
Well, that would have been good before I bolted this on.
Oh.
Maybe we'll just
Big hammer?
big hammer it. Another thing on the list of rhyming, today these are not standard earplugs, these are Doug plugs.
Doug plugs, I like it.
Because this is a Doug, an Ugga Dugga. We were putting in this first row of these purlins here, and they don't even close to line up with their bolt holes. The end works, that beam works, this one's not even close. Now we can re-drill them, not a problem, but we figured before we get too carried away with that, we'd go to the other end, tie all the ends together, and then go to the middle and do a row across the middle and get, because there's a lot of play in the middle of these beams. Is if I slip right now, I just lose my ability to have children, not my life. Whew. Sweaty, sweaty. Which one should I tighten first?
I don't know, just...
Probably these bottom ones. Got alternating days of extremely visible progress and then less progress. You know, for day one of erection.
Oh no.
Day one of putting up metal went really quickly, visually. Day two was kind of a slow, getting everything arranged. We got a few pieces up, but it didn't look like much. Day three here, we're only like an hour in and we've already got this whole row of purlins stacked, so.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Like something, yeah. We should have, I mean, easily we'll have all the purlins up today. And then whatever else. Find out.
Premium.
Premium purlin placement. Yeah, we're like an inch and a quarter off on these ones. But that's because of the bow in the beam.
Here's my surprise face.
Ah, very surprised. My way. Yeah, I haven't got mine on there yet. Okay.
Nice.
Boy, we're making all sorts of racket up here. Oh no, my nut. Got a nice perch up there, Steven?
Yeah, this is comfortable, really.
swear it's hotter today than it was yesterday.
Oh, I think it really is.
Or like right now at like 11 o'clock in the morning, it's about as hot as yesterday was at like 3. That doesn't bode well for this afternoon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty hot today.
Time to put up the door jambs because this is slightly more shady and cool than up there. Work smarter, not harder.
See?
You could slur it to be either one.
You're a pretty fart smeller.
Oh, yeah. A million different kinds of bolts. 1,000,000 bolts. Steven, you want to get on the low side of this just in case it starts to...
Yeah, I can just hold it down.
Yeah.
As it starts to swindle us.
Oh. Okay.
You got her now?
For the moment, I might need a hand stabilizing while I lift it. Wow. Yeah, well. Yeah, that one.
Hey, there's an idea.
Making sure they're actually 16 foot. Not quite.
Goodness.
You hit a pole at max velocity.
I thought I was like dropping down these trees way over here, and I was dropping down this tree, and then I just swooped into the pole.
Let's see the damage.
Completely done.
Oh.
Game
Oh, man.
over. This is the worst I've... Ow! It is completely gone.
Oh.
That's the last one we got on our insurance. No more.
Well, we made it
insurance.
through like half the year.
This one I was hoping would last a couple months. It did.
I like how far the spacing is on the above that door without a purlin. It's weird. No, without a horizontal. There's no purlin between the top of that door over there. This one there is. But that one, look at that.
There isn't.
Yeah, this one has one right here.
Yeah,
But above that, there's not. I know.
I know.
But I mean, all the way along, like that's a big space that's unsupported.
Right.
I mean, it's just sheeting, but still, it seems kind of weird. We were running a little short on some of our bolts here. And then we studied the drawings a little closer and we figured out why. Makes no sense. You look up there at those rafters, or purlins, whatever you want to call them, and you can see where they attach the beam. There's 4 bolts there, and then on the overlap, there's 2 and 2. You would assume that they want you to put all the same type of bolt in all of those holes. But no. Armstrong Steel is a bunch of lunatics, and they expect only 3 of those 4 bolt holes to be filled in the middle, and one of them, just one, to use a fin head bolt. like this, instead of a regular hex head. Just one of them, for no reason. And the same thing over here. This pattern here, same thing. 3 bolts, one of them a fin head. Come look at the drop. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
That makes kind of no sense.
None whatsoever. So it's fine. These bolts work just as well. Like, there's nothing wrong with them, but why? Look, here we are. Here's our drawing. That's the overlap we were just looking at. You only use 3. And look, 1 1/2 inch by 1 inch A307 fin head bolt. That's this. And then the other 2 are regular hex head bolts. Today is a lot of little stuff. Right now I'm putting in these cable braces across this middle span. Earlier I got those angle braces in there. We got a lot of little stuff like that. It's not going to look a lot different at the end of the day. Chris is mounting the door right now, or getting ready to. The walk door, man door. You know, a lot of little stuff, making sure everything's tight and square and ready, and then the next big step will be insulation and sheeting.
Did you discover fire over here? I heard you excited.
You heard me what?
Excited.
Yep, I got overexcited a little bit.
Overexcited? What happened?
I got the door in the right place.
Let's see it.
That always helps.
All of them. There we go. Now we can test it. Oh yeah, that's nice. You are a little too excited about that. So we got the little end pieces on and this piece on. I don't really know why they didn't just do the channel all the way down.
Right?
It's just so they could save a few bucks, I guess, and make our lives harder. This just ties all the ends together so they don't wiggle around. And now we're gonna put the same stuff, but up here on the bottom of these, that'll hold the top edge of the siding. So the siding screws onto here, but up here there's nothing for it to attach to. So we gotta screw this to the bottom of the purlins. Lots of little steps that don't really change much visually, but are nevertheless required. We also have a visiting doggo today. Layla.
Come say hi. Come say hi, girl.
Yeah,
You are so beautiful.
hi, Layla.
Your job site's turning into a storm.
Yeah. We got 10 drops.
Whatever, that's close enough. Different color code. Yeah, it does look like it's about to storm, and we're probably a day or 2 away from having a roof, so we're about to get rained on.
You're such a calm, good
Boy, yeah, you make our life easy for filming videos.
Yeah.
Unlike your
Brother.
You leaving
Edwin, skit and rat.
You leaving already?
Already? I've been here since 7.
It's so nice
You didn't
out.
even get up till 11.
I think Chris is being a little bit weather sensitive.
Oh yeah. He always hates working in the rain, but now that he's semi-retired, he just says, I'm 65 now, I don't work in the rain. It's pouring rain. We're all hiding in the shop. Edwin decided it was time for some side wheelies. Wheelies! Built different. I got blocks on my green bike.
Whoa, did you see that lightning?
Behold, the skeleton of a shop. We're almost ready to start putting on sheeting. sheeting and insulation and all of that stuff. But yeah, this part of it came together really quick and it looks awesome. We're getting the limo ready to go to Gambler. So I was thinking we ought to see how the limo fits in the new shop, because that's about the largest vehicle we have. And you couldn't even fit like the front third of it in the current shop. Does this shop make my limo look small? Or does this limo make my shop look big? I always forget how long this thing is in terms of driving it. You're like, oh look, I'm about ready to back into this. No, we're only halfway through.
We should measure it today.
Yeah, we should. I have the 300-foot tape measures over there.
Wow, this space is huge. We're gonna be able to build the coolest stuff in here.
This thing is long. Guess we should have built a bigger shop.
You still fit it in like with
Yeah, no, it would go in this. It's just so hard to maneuver it because it's so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's measure it.
Yeah. We got our high-tech covered workbench here to store all the tools.
Very covered.
Yeah.
It's awesome we can't measure our truck with
a normal tape
regular
measure.
tape.
Yep.
Holler out the numbers.
Well, that's already 15, 16, 17 feet, 18, 24, 7. Is that the back of the bumper?
Yeah.
It's about 30 and a half feet.
Wow. That is a big blue limousine.
That's why we call it Moby Dick.
Cool.
You can hear its fuel pump ticking over there. Well, we made a huge amount of progress on the shop this week. We went from an empty slab of concrete with some stem walls to a whole shop skeleton. And it fits the limo. We could fit like 2 of the limo in here. The hard part is just getting it through the door. If there wasn't a big hill over there, it'd be a lot easier because you could just back in at the right angle. But, you know, can't win them all. Not all that often that we'll need to bring the entire limo inside the shop. Anyway, although moving it in here, I suspect that I was planning on putting a lift right about here. That would kind of make it impossible to get the limo in, so we might have to
Finish the limo before the lift.
Exactly. By the time we do a next episode on this, we'll probably have the roof on and the walls sheeted, which means also insulated because those processes happen more or less simultaneously. And then, you know, there'll be a ton of stuff after that, but it'll look like a shop and we won't have to work in the rain or the blazing sun if such things happen to happen.